Hello. All right, there we go. Oh, don't get me started. Everybody can hear me now, right? Can you hear me? I'm sure you can. I was messing around with some settings and yeah, what a great start. How y'all doing, man? Thank you so much for joining me. Can you hear me now? Just give me a thumbs up. Yes, no? Yes. All right, cool. Finn is being awesome. As only Finn can be. Sorry, I was running a little bit late tonight, and right before I came on, I was like, oh, I'm going to do something. I was going to check something. And it didn't work, and apparently I had the wrong settings coming back in on the audio, so not the first time, not the last time. I am as dumb as I look. All right, let's see who's out here. Julie, how you doing? Happy Friday, everyone. Diane Brickles, hello from Ohio. Awesome. Kathy Kalish, good to have you on. Tony, good to have you, brother. And Sheila as well. Deneen, thank you so much. Appreciate you. Hope you're doing well. Jill Leak, good to see you. Sarah, how was your night with the crazy one, our good friend? Heather, God bless her. She's awesome. Faye Smith, how you doing? Good to have you on. Kate O'Donnell from enjoying last night in Myrtle Beach. You're in Myrtle Beach. Awesome. Let's see who else. Anne from Canada. Hello. How you doing? That's who we got. Anne Margaret. How you doing? I didn't say Anne Margaret. I said and Margaret. Yep. And Joe and Beth Ann. Awesome. Finn is right here in case you don't know. And she is, I just got home from work. I've been rushed a little bit here. Yeah, but she's out singing again tonight. Yeah, Sarah, God bless. That's all. I can only imagine. Might have to go through that. Finn, you're being awesome, aren't you? This is the way she gets. She misses me, and then she's got to get her pound of flesh before. You can't step on the keyboard. You know that. All right. I do want to say a happy. Happy's the wrong word, but just recognition of today is D-Day. I'm surprised at how many people just don't remember, know your history, man. Know your history. D-Day. Were it not for June 6th, the world would not look probably the way it does today. I believe that with all my heart. Finn, you like D-Day, don't you? So back in 1944, June 6th is when the Allied invasion of Normandy happened in northern France. And it really was what it did in a nutshell was it created a real. Listen, I'm not banging on anyone here when I say any of this, so please, no one get offended. It created a real Western front for the Axis powers to have to negotiate. Up until that point, they were kind of not having to worry about it too much, and their focus was on Russia. And so the Eastern Front, and man, Russia took massive, massive, massive casualties during World War II. Never forget that. Most of it civilian too. But D-Day offered a real challenge, Western Front, to the Axis powers, Germany, Austria, and of course the United States was massively involved in this. Dwight D. Eisenhower is the supreme commander, and we didn't know how it was going to go. I mean, on that first day, I got some statistics here. This is very interesting. Know your history, folks. Know your history. On that first day, let me see here. There was 156,000 Allied troops that landed on D-Day. About 73,000 American troops, 61,700 British troops, 21,400 Canadian troops There you go, Anne. On day one, about 10,000 Allied troops were killed, wounded, or missing on day one. And the estimated German casualties on day one was 4,000 and 9,000. So on this day in 1944, a lot of people died. It's interesting how war is. As an American, I look back on it from an American perspective, as I should. And yet, there's Germans, there's Russians, there's Canadians, there's French, English, Polish, so many that look at it from their perspective. And it's different. A lot of these people were just fighting for their country. Kind of like, I don't agree with everything politically in the United States. I don't agree with everything. I don't agree with everything we've become. But that being said, I'm a citizen of this country and I will support it. And a lot of that has to do, and that's, I think there was a lot more national, whatever you call it, unity back then. Certainly propaganda played into it, helped. And in a weird sort of way, as much as I hate that, man, it was an awesome time whenever people were all rowing in the same direction. So anyways, June 6th, I sang, it's just something that kind of like opened my eyes today. I was singing America the Beautiful at the end of the show this afternoon, mentioning D-Day, honoring the veterans. And there was a guy in the audience from World War II. He's a World War II veteran and Korea veteran. And I knew that because I had seen him coming in, doing photos and whatnot. And by the end of the song, everyone stood. I don't care about a standing ovation. That's not it. I was surprised after talking about World War II and D-Day in particular, how few people stood. No one stood until halfway through. And it breaks my heart. Know your history. Know your history, or you're going to be forced to relive it, to repeat it. And we're getting there right now. And I would encourage everyone to go out. There's a series called Band of Brothers, because everyone's into entertainment. So watch Band of Brothers. It's about a 8-9 part series that really will take you through what some of these guys went through. American soldiers, other soldiers as well, but what they went through in World War II. It'll open your eyes. And there's two versions of that. Watch the European one, European theater one. There's another one that's about the Pacific theater, and you want to talk about, it'll open your eyes. And that's why we're able to be here today and have the freedom to have the problems we have. So anyways, to all the veterans, people out there, on D-Day, we live in a world that is forgetting, but not here. Not Ryan Pelton, and certainly, as long as I'm here, not the Ryan Files. So enough said about that. Let's move forward. I've got the computer blues. I've got the computer blues. I'll tell you why. Let me see here. Anybody? Yeah, what's really cool about Band of Brothers, and going to Normandy, I'd love to do that. That's a good point, Kate. But anytime you watch that, it's so funny. You don't realize it until the very last episode that all these veterans who are talking, giving their accounts, are actual characters in the series. It's so stinking powerful. Watch it. All right. So my computer that is right here is awesome, except for the fact it's getting old. MSI G56 Stealth, great computer. And this has been 3 years, which I don't know if I've had a computer be relevant for 3 years ever, but we got it. And it's been awesome, but it's overheating. It's starting to overheat. It's starting to show its age. The thing I'm worried about, obviously, is being in the middle of a podcast, recording it, and like it just dies. And right now, even it's like almost too hot to touch. And then you get the fans that can go, and it interferes with audio and everything. So I got a new computer. Awesome computer. Love it. Except for the fact I got it and one of the internal fans in the cooling system has a bad bearing. You spend like $4,000 on a computer. And so I took it to a friend of mine here in Branson. He tore it apart, looked at it, called the manufacturer up, MSI, and it was like, hey, can we get the fan assembly? We'll pay for it. We know it's under warranty, but we want to take care of it because we don't want to have to wait for the multiple weeks. And they're like, no, you've got to send it back to get it fixed, but we'll pay for the part. No. What sense does this make? I mean, what? And it's so new. There's no aftermarket parts. It's a full assembly. It's not just the fan that you got to buy. Just very, number one, you buying a $4,000 computer out of the box, you would think it would work. You would think that there should be inspections where a fan has a bad bearing and makes that whiny noise. You would think that would be something that would not pass inspection. And listen, everybody has their solution. Well, just return it and get a new one. I get it. But that's kind of beside the point. It's like, I need it now. I spent the money to get the best, and I don't know. Very frustrating. That's all I'm going to say. Very frustrating, but we'll get it fixed. We'll get it worked out. And if anybody knows anyone that works with MSI, please give me a call. But I'm sure that they don't. So anyway, let's see. Yeah, I got everything transferred over. And man, it is awesome. Trust me. Other than the whining fan noise, it is awesome. I'm going to be so much more productive. Really excited about it. Bigger screen, bigger resolution, all that. Probably about 3 to 4 times faster. Double the memory. Just double the what do you call it? Solid state drive space. Everything is just so it's going to be awesome. I just hope that between now and the time it gets fixed, this amazing thing, which needs to go down in history as an awesome computer, I just hope it doesn't reach failure. So anyways, Sarah, what are you saying here? Sarah. Well, you got a buddy. I don't know what you're saying, Sarah. It's got to be MSI. I mean, but if you know someone who works for MSI, Sarah, let me know. All right. So coming up at the Ryan Files, awesome stuff, man. Awesome stuff. Vicki Joy Anderson is going to be joining the Ryan Files this week. And I met Vicki down at a conference. Actually, I got a hold of her earlier tonight. She was on the Confessionals, Tony Merkel. Media, has a big podcast, massive podcast. She was on there talking about AI. I reached out to her. She agreed to come on. Ironically, she lives close, not too far away. And we then met. She was at a conference that I went to, I told you guys about back in April. And yeah, so pretty awesome that she came on. And so let's see here. I wanted to show you guys. Hold on here. And listen, if you do see these, please share them, man. Share them on your social media. It really helps get people to tune in. So share these. But I just released this one tonight. You can always find it on Facebook if you're not there, facebook.com/The Ryan Files. I share it then to Ryan Pelton, but just wanted to give you a couple fun little things here. Take a look at, we're talking about sleep paralysis, and she's been through it. Something you need to know about Vicki is that Vicki was born, I'm not even sure of the specifics, but she was born with a birth defect. And in her talk that she had when I saw her in April, she talked about it and just many, many, many surgeries she had to go through. She wrote a book called They Only Come Out at Night, which will be part of the Deep Dive book club. But through the trauma of that, she, as a Christian and whatnot, has experienced sleep paralysis, night terrors, all that. And so she gets into it, what it is. She's written an amazing book about it, and it gets deep. So let me just go ahead and share this and maybe share a couple of these things, and we'll talk about it briefly. Hold on here 1 second. They Only Come Out at Night is the book that you were talking about.
I don't know what I got myself into. I never thought I'd live to see the day where I could write Christian fringe. Well, what kind of stuff can you write about? Their tagline was spiritual warfare and stuff. And I go, oh, I got some stuff for you. But what I found is for the people that are willing to kind of stare down the black hole at all the darkness and really get to the bottom of what has really happened to them, whether it's sleep paralysis.
All right. We got that one, and then let's go ahead and switch over. Hold on here. All right. So you saw that. I do want to share this one too, though, because I thought this one was fascinating. Here we go. Yeah.
I had this epiphany that even though this had been happening to me my whole life, I didn't know what it was. Sleep paralysis, this little event where we wake up in our room and we think we can't move and there's a shadow man. That is actually the tail end of a much longer event that happened when we got pulled out of our REM state. We were being returned to our bodies. And the shadow people that we see in our room, or the red glowing eyes, or the little alien grays at the end of the bed, or the old hag, whatever it is, there's many different things that people see. I've come to realize that that's just a diversion.
And I don't want to have to deal with that, so I'm just going to ignore it. Meanwhile, the problem doesn't get fixed.
They don't want you to ask questions. So they put a monster at the end of your bed that makes total sense out of why you're feeling the way that you're feeling, and then you never ask any questions. Why did I wake up terrified? Because I saw a demon at the end of my bed.
The Truth Unfolds this Tuesday at 7 p.m. Central. All right, and then there's one more here. Might as well share it as well. It will be coming out later on in the week, but yeah, check it out. What? I mean, this is like all gateway stuff.
Cult crime and the super soldier, MK Ultra projects, etc., etc. We are interacting with beings there that are duping us into agreements, vows, oaths, covenants, contracts. And it's very easy to do because this happens for most of us in childhood, and it's happening to children of trauma.
Our everyday life existence is about this thing that's going on.
If the devil is like a prowling lion, we all then jump to the conclusion that he's got big fangs and he's going to tear us apart and try to kill us. But what's fascinating to me about that analogy is that a lion only hunts in the dark, at night. It prowls around in the dark where it can't be seen.
Don't miss the rest of the story, Tuesday, 7 p.m. Central. All right. So, yeah, that's kind of cool. Vicki's awesome. We get into some stuff. At the end of it, she does talk about her new book she's working on, too, which is about AI. So, yeah, but man, the sleep paralysis stuff is fascinating. I never knew anything about it. And then after talking with her and whatnot, I'm like, have I? So check it out. Check it out for sure. That's all I'm going to say. She's a sweet human being. God, she is. It's fun talking to someone whenever you know that you're the dumbest person in the room. And it happens to me a lot, but anyways, so that's coming up this week. We also got some really amazing guests coming up. Scott Creighton is coming up. We're talking about secret hidden voids in the pyramids at Giza. Fascinating. And Scott, interesting thing about Scott is he's from Scotland. Scott from Scotland. Got that accent, which is awesome. But Scott, he's pretty well known out there. So he might be one of the biggest known guest people that I've had on. So that's pretty cool. Alana Freeland is coming on also, and we're going to be talking about, RFK recently said something about, it's a quote. I'm not saying this. Okay. I'm not stirring up the pot. RFK said that there are particles, particulates, metals that are in airplane exhaust. It's not just contrails, condensation trails, but he said he thinks DARPA is doing it. You mentioned that word and immediately flags go up. But, a sitting cabinet member said it, and he said he's going to try to do everything to stop it. Well, Alana has done a lot of research about that, and she'll be coming on. We're going to talk about that. And once again, it's like, I realize I'm the dumbest person in the world when I'm talking to someone like Vicki Joy Anderson or Alana Freeland. So we got Harry Cooper coming up. We're going to talk about, did Hitler and a lot of higher up military and industrial leaders escape Germany before the end of World War II and live out their lives in Argentina? Very interesting episode coming up. And then we got Aaron Judkins coming up as well, where we're going to be talking about dinosaurs, dragons, and other beings. And what are they real? Were they real? What's the Bible have to say about it? All that stuff. So it's very, very interesting stuff coming up. Cannot wait. And there's other ones that I've got recording. I'm recording a fascinating one tomorrow. I just don't want to let the cat out of the bag too soon. I was going to start doing the 2 episodes a day, but because of my current computer situation, until I get my new laptop fixed and back, I'm going to hold off, because were this laptop to go bad, that would be a real problem. Tail on the face. So I'm going to just wait. I'm going to just wait until I get it back, and then we'll talk about it. I think I'm going to start going to 2 episodes of the Ryan Files weekly. So as far as ETA Files go, I hope you enjoyed Brooke Wright last night. Fun conversation. And then next week, I am so excited. It's out there for anyone who's a channel member. Really kind of cool circumstances that led to me being able to interview live Eddie Miles. He is one of the dudes that was doing it while Elvis was still alive. Eddie Miles. And, having been in Myrtle Beach for 7+ years, he had a huge following there, a huge following in Pigeon Forge. Huge following in Oklahoma, huge following in Missouri, huge following in Iowa. He is a legend, and it's awesome to hear him break down his career and everything else. Special thanks to Ronnie Craig for providing the King Kondo 1 for us to record live when he stopped by in Branson, but it's pretty awesome. So let me see if there's any comments here before I get out of here. Any summer dates yet? Nothing in the Chicago area, Kate. Sorry. Well, Sarah, listen, I mean, I know the deal, and I talked to MSI. It's just kind of BS in politics. I wish it wasn't that. I wish there was a third party, but it's so new. A third party hasn't come out with the assembly of the two fans and the heat sinks and all that stuff. It is what it is. If it was someone at MSI, might be able to get someone to send me the part and I could just replace it, but that's not the deal. So, that's about it. Yeah, you guys are awesome. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much. Remember why we're free on this January 6th anniversary of D-Day that does not get mentioned anywhere. And people have forgotten. It's a shame. But we'll do something to remind them, I'm sure. That's about it, man. I am going to go and make stir fry. Been on this vegetable kick. It's been a lot of fun, actually. It's my mom and dad won't believe it. But like roasted vegetables, man, and like Brussels sprouts and all this stuff. It's been fascinating how I'm craving it. So that's good. And then, and I've always like a good Asian stir fry. So I'm going to make that tonight once again with a bunch of vegetables. So, good stuff. This is my new background, by the way, for, maybe the next couple months, foreseeable future. Just wanted to change it up from some files to a command center with computer files, because I'm dealing with computer issues, I guess. But that's it. If you got any other questions, right now is your time to ask them. But I think that we're all good. I'm just appreciate everyone and thank you so much. We're in June, not January. Monica Lynn, we're in June, not January. Did I say January? I said I'm as dumb as I look. All right. That's it. I enjoy you guys. I appreciate you so much. Thank you to Finn. And thank you to all the curious people out there. And Ryan says thank you. That's about it, man. Yeah, so keep on rocking. God bless you all. Thank you so much. Tuesday, tune in, share all those. Go to Facebook and share all these. They call them shorts or rushes, whatever you want to call it, to promote Vicki Joy Anderson. She is a sweetheart of a human being. If I ever have my own, whatever, Ryan's File, get together, convention, whatever, she will be there. She will be invite number one. I just, something special about her. So check it out. Love you guys. Appreciate you. And be kind. Be awesome. Be amazing. Say something nice to someone this week. For crying out loud, we need it. And we'll talk soon. Cheers. Bye.